Sometimes you may have more alloys than you know what to do with. Sometimes you may be facing a superior force and being naval capped is not enough. Other times you might want to protect your backdoor routes, choke points, or specific systems in your empire. You might also be a bulwark subject for another empire. You might be preparing for a crisis event. This is where building defenses comes in. There are many types of defenses and many ways to defend your empire besides just building defense platforms. So let's get started by covering starbases first. I normally just build starbases on all my inhabited planets. This way, the enemy will always have to fight a starbase if it wants to take my planets. When I'm building defenses, I normally build a defense grid supercomputer. Then I fill it with missile defense platforms. See my defense platform short for how to build that. Then I build a tactical uplink computer for increased range advantage against my enemies during battle, and I also keep enemies from outranging my starbase. Of course, I make sure to upgrade my starbase to a citadel as fast as possible. Each upgrade raises the amount of defense platforms I can build. Then I put orbital rings on each inhabited planet, and I upgrade them fully. Then I build defense platforms on them with a resource building and a defense grid supercomputer. I also make sure to get the FTL inhibitor technology ASAP to keep enemy ships from bypassing my starbase. The next thing I do is build fortress habitats in my defended systems, fill them with strongholds, and upgrade at least one of those to a fortress ASAP. This also generates an FTL inhibitor in addition to the starbase's inhibitor. Then dump armies on the habitat with a planetary shield to mitigate orbital bombardment. Building habitat fortresses also increases naval capacity considerably, so I can build more ships. Speaking of ships, I still try to get naval capped with ships even when building defenses because a good offense can also be a good defense. If I really wanted to get scary, I could get everything that raises my starbase capacity, like Grasp the Void, for example, or certain society techs. Now, this is normally enough, but let's say I wanted to do a total min-max here. I could pick the Unyielding tradition and finish it. Then I could get the Eternal Vigilance Ascension perk. This requires the Star Fortress technology. Then you can launch the Impenetrable Border agenda with the new Galactic Paragons DLC. Get improved structural integrity and fortified core layers, synchronized firing patterns. Then, if for some reason you want to become someone's vassal, you can become a bulwark, giving you even more bonuses. You can also build ion cannons if you have the Apocalypse DLC. I also want to add that you can use a communications jammer if you are running a disruptor or missile comps when defending your systems with ships. Oh, I almost forgot. You can build a strategic coordination center and upgrade each stage for a whopping 12 defense platform cap. If you have subjects with holdings, you can build Vigil Command that gives you more defense platform capacity as well. So we just went over most of the ways you can turn your starbases into absolute powerhouses, as well as some other ways to defend your empire. So if you want to build defenses starting early game, the first thing you should do is upgrade all of your starbases. As you upgrade them, build defense platforms. I wouldn't recommend using anything but Swarmer or Whirlwind missiles, so research those technologies as soon as you see them. You should also get the Starhold technology, Star Fortress, and Citadel technologies as soon as they appear. Each time you're capped on platforms and can't make any more, even though you have the resources, start pumping out ships. Try to get naval capped unless more starbases are finished and platform slots become available. Stay starbase capped. Put one on each system, and then on your choke points once your borders are finalized, meaning you can't really expand anymore without conquering. Get orbital rings and habitats as soon as they become available. Get building slot upgrades and get advanced habitat and habitat worlds technology. Build orbital rings on each inhabited planet you control. Upgrade them and fill them with defense platforms. You may be into mid-game at this point. Keep maxing out your defense platforms, then building ships when all your starbases are upgrading. Make sure Unyielding is one of the first tradition trees you adopt. Getting the Eternal Vigilance Ascension perk would not be a bad choice either as one of your first perks. Same with Grasp the Void. Research all defense platform tech that you can. Start spamming fortress habitats when you have an abundance of influence and alloys. If you can't build habitats, choose some of your worlds to be fortress worlds and fill them like you would habitats. In later game, as soon as you can build megastructures, build a sentry array and a strategic coordination center. Fully upgrade them ASAP. The array will let you see enemies coming from far away, giving you much time to prepare. The coordination center gives massive bonuses to platform cap and starbase cap. Make note of all wormholes and any hyperlanes that cross your borders. Start building starbases on them too. Make note of points in your empire where many hyperlanes meet in one system. Look at these and find the systems that must be passed through for an invading army to progress further into your empire. Build on those too. One last tip: when you are defending with your ships, make sure you fight the enemy on systems with your starbases on it, so your starbases can support your fleet during big battles. I believe that's a good rundown on Empire defense. That's all I got. If you like my stuff, you know what to do. Thanks, and I'll see you next time.